All right, today we're going to be talking about a subject that is quite painful, and I think that we should all take it more seriously, and that is speed and performance on our WordPress websites. And we know that that's one of the reasons why WordPress is getting such a bad rap, because it's bloated and there are many things that we have to add to it for it to work, and so on and so forth. So, well, that is kind of true, but not really, because we're smart and we build smart. There's room for improvement always with anything, right? So why not try that? And I'm talking about WP Rocket. I'm sure everyone has heard about WP Rocket because it's the OG in speed and performance. If you don't know, it's a WordPress plugin that you can use to speed up your website, right? And make it more performant, obviously. The question of the day is, why is a fast loading website so important? First of all, because we care about SEO, and fast loading pages boost your SEO by aligning with Google's core web vitals guidelines, right? These fast loading pages also keep your users engaged. Yeah, so imagine you're clicking on a website and the pages take forever to load. You want to buy something and the shop is not loading. It takes too long, especially these days when people have the attention span of a goldfish. It's very hard to keep them engaged, right? So we cannot make this harder for us. Also, the user experience, as I said, is paramount these days. So having that in mind, I think trying to see if WP Rocket is the solution is a good idea. So I'm going to be testing one of the websites I built. I think maybe it was 2 years ago. I don't remember. And we're going to see how we can fix it. It's okay-ish on desktop, but on mobile, it's usually more difficult to optimize. So we're going to look to see what we can do to make it faster. All right. Another thing about WP Rocket, it is compatible with all your favorite WordPress plugins, page builders, hosting environments. You don't have to worry about compatibility issues. So we're going to look at Elementor specifically, because obviously we are using Elementor on this channel 100% of the time, yeah, so far. So we're going to have a look to see how we can set it up for Elementor, what we have to do to, make it work as it should. By the way, this plugin has over 5 million installations. I mean, it goes to show how reliable it is, right? Anyway, so best thing about it is that they give you a 14-day money back guaranteed. So you can try it freely. If you feel like it's not your thing, it doesn't really align with your products or your plugins or whatever you think, you can ask your money back and there's no hard feelings. And also very exciting, at the time of filming of this video, they are celebrating 12 years anniversary with a special 30% discount. So really, if you were on the fence and you wanted to try it out, now is the time. Yes. And for those who are watching this video after the promotion has ended, you are getting 10% off by entering Andrea10 at the checkout. So I will leave you a link in the description below if you want to check it out, and let's get into it. All right, you know that we always start with the pricing of a plugin, a product on this channel. So let's have a look what our options are here, right? So for example, if you want to only buy one license, yeah, it's 59. Let's turn it to euro. It's 52.61 euro per year for a single website. Okay, then for free websites, as you see, it's 106.11 and 266.62 for 50 websites. And you can add additional websites here if you're an agency. This is actually great. All right, so taxes may apply depending on your country of residence. So this is the price minus taxes. Keep that in mind, okay? As I said earlier, you get 100% money back guaranteed in the 14 days of your purchase. As you can see, what you get when you are buying the license. As I said, this is very important, powerful features for web performance. We're going to be looking at this as well. E-commerce compatibility, if you have a store. As I said, stores these days are just so important to have a speedy loading time. And yeah, I will leave a link again in the description below so you can have a look. Let's test the website that I am talking about. All right, so I already have it here. As you can see, let me just click again to see that this is real. and it's going to analyze it. Yes. So let's see. It's going to show us first the mobile. It's not a disaster, as I said, but of course, we all want more from our websites. And this is one of those things that can help us achieve that. So yes, I agree that you have to be careful how you build a website. Not too many containers, not too many plugins, not too much codes, extra code, blah, 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 blah. Sometimes those are necessary, right? And we've seen on this channel that, yes, out of the box native things from plugins are okay, but sometimes you just need to add some extra things to make the website extra. So this is where these plugins come into play, right? So as you can see on mobile, the performance it's not the best, all right? So we have issues with this, which is something that Google is very keen on, this as well, the LCP, the FCP, the TBT, speed indexes. So basically, we're good here. At least one thing, all right? As you can see, there are many things that need to be fixed. We're not going to look at accessibility, best practices, and SEO. These are just things that we don't care right now. Let's see on desktop. How do we do? Yep, I think, in my opinion, everything over 90 is a thumbs up. Still, the FCP and LCP here are not the best. The speed index, as you see, although the performance is 91, it's 1.4 seconds. Of course, we can do better. So if you hover over this, you will see. I guess this is the score that you get for each. Anyway, so yeah, it can be better. So in GTmetrix, we have a grade of C. I don't like that grade, never liked it. Yeah, so as you can see, performance is a 67%. Of course, we need to do better, right? All these websites are telling us this. So yeah, let's get our plugin and let's get into the dashboard. Let's log in into my account. Okay, then we need to download the plugin from here. Okay, so I'm gonna just go and download it right here, and we're gonna jump right in the dashboard of the website I'm gonna be testing to see how you can upload it and all the steps. All right, so I'm in the back end of the website I was talking about. Okay, let's go to plugins. Let's see how many plugins we have. We have quite a few plugins. Most of them are Tutor LMS. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 are Tutor LMS. There's some things that we can remove and we should remove, especially the caching plugins, because they will not be compatible and we don't need them because we are going to be using WRocket. All right, so I'm going to deactivate Lightspeed cache and remove it as well. Yeah, delete it, we don't need it. And let's just add our plugin and let's see if everything is fine. All right, so I'm going to upload it and drag it in here and install, and that was pretty fast. And you've seen the results on the before we have added the plugin, right? So let's see, I'm really curious how this is going to boost it. Test your load time or visit your settings. Let's go to settings, and this is where we're gonna find it. I mean, you can go to plugins, yeah, go all the way to settings and click settings, but you can also access it from here in settings, yeah, and click on WPRocket. And this is what you will be prompted with. Before we go over the settings and we start activating things, make sure that you activate one feature at a time, yeah? And then you go back to check to see if the website has had any unwanted effects or if there are any issues. It's easier this way to troubleshoot if there's an issue of any kind. right? Then activating everything and then wondering which is creating the problem. So keep that in mind. It's super, super important, okay? So it's worth mentioning that right out of the box, WP Rocket automatically activates 80% of the best performance practices like page caching, mobile caching, browser caching, gzip compression, and even automatic lazy rendering. Normally, you should see an improvement in performance just by installing the plugin. Also, many optional features are enabled by default as they are commonly known to have a positive impact without risking your site. And from there, you can dive in and fine-tune anything else to perfectly match your site's needs. It is also worth mentioning that their support team is there to help you in case you need it or you run in any kind of problem. So do not hesitate to contact them. They are technical performance experts who can actually give you great advice. Let's dismiss this. They have new features. Okay. But we are more focused on performance and speed right now. Okay, so it says here WP Rocket. The LCP element has been optimized and then the images above the fold were excluded from lazy load. Perfect. The used CSS of your homepage has been processed. WP Rocket will continue to generate used CSS for up to 100 URLs per 60 seconds. All right, cool. Let's dismiss this. And yes, because we want to allow WP Rocket to collect information to make their product better. And this is non-sensitive information. And if you don't want to say no thanks, but I'm going to allow it. All right. So let's also dismiss this because it's a lot of information here. All right. So, all right, these are the metrics they are collecting. They tell you even what they're collecting. All right. So I'm going to close this and we have the dashboard right here. Okay. And it starts with a dashboard. So you can turn this off anytime you want if you don't want it anymore. So you can do some quick actions from here right away. Cache files, clear, and preload. Then use CSS again, clear, and priority elements clear. Okay. So we're not going to do that, but you have some information here, getting started, FAQs, and support, which I said is very important always when it comes to a plugin. If support is not good, you know. So let me know in the comments below what experience you've had with WP Rocket customer service, if you've had any issues and how they resolved it. All right, so let's go to file optimization. Okay, by default, minify CSS files is checked. All right, so we're going to also check optimize CSS delivery. So this could break things. You have to make sure that you don't break your website. You can activate it and then check to see what is what's happening on the front end. Yeah, so make sure that if something breaks, that this might be the culprit. Okay, so I'm going to activate it. Yeah, so for now it's fine. And we're going to minify JavaScript files, load JavaScript deferred, right? And delay JavaScript execution. And also you can check their documentation if you're not sure about some of these things. Yeah, you can check it right here. And safe mode for delayed JavaScript execution. The safe mode prevents all internal scripts from being delayed. Okay, so I'm going to turn this on. Let's activate safe mode and let's save changes. Let's continue because there's a lot here. So lazy load, it can improve actual and perceived loading time as images, frames, iframes, and videos will be loaded only as they enter. This is very good. So I'm going to check this and check this and check this. And I think I have some YouTube videos or iframes on the homepage even. So I'm going to check this as well. Add missing image dimensions, preload fonts, and self-host Google fonts. So you know that in Europe, you have to self-host Google fonts. So this is GDPR relevant and important. So let's save the changes and let's go to preload. So this comes checked by default. We're not changing anything. If you want to uncheck, okay, but you know, just saying. Oh, by the way, you can turn this off. So you show sidebar, it's going to turn this off if you don't want to see it. It's much cleaner, I would say. Okay, let's go to advanced rules and cache lifespan. So the cache lifespan on the website right now, it's at 10 hours. Then we can leave it like this, never cache URLs. You can add sensitive pages like custom login, logout URLs here, right? Always purge URLs, cache, anyway. We're gonna go over just a few of this. Maybe we will go a little bit deeper another time. So let's go to database. And my database is insane because I've done so many changes on this website, and of course I have not cleared the changes, the revisions, and I have a plugin that does that. So that plugin is, let me go here, because sometimes you get, I think is error or something like that, 500 something, I'm not sure. So I have this plugin that helps with that, WP sweep. So you can use it if you don't use WP Rocket. So if your database gets full, yeah, this helps you. Otherwise, your website is not gonna, you're not gonna be able to edit your website anymore. I speak that from experience, okay? Where were we? All right, let's go to WP Rocket again. Database. So this is going to help a lot. So trashed posts, auto drafts, revisions, this, you want this to be post cleanup, yeah? Comments, spam, of course, trash comments, transient cleanup, all transients, yes. And these things you can see in that plugin as well. I wanted to say plugin, yeah. We're gonna optimize tables. So save changes and optimize. Then CDN. So enable content delivery network. All right. So if you have a CDN like Cloudflare CDN, for example, you can add your CDN here and you can exclude files from here, etc. You can also get their own Rocket CDN. Yeah, you can see here that you can purchase it in the plugin. Heartbeat, I'm going to leave it the way it is. I'm not going to mess around with it. So add-ons, what do we have? User cache. If you need to create a dedicated set of cache files for each logged in user, you must activate this add-ons. You can turn this on. So I'm not going to turn any of this on. Let's go to image optimization. So you can download their own plugin. Yeah, it's called Imagify. And I hear good things about it. I have not tested it yet, but yeah, it's at 900,000 active installations. Not too bad. And yeah, they have some good reviews here. So you have to check it out. You can see here, images can account for 50% of your loading time. I have clients that do not understand this and still upload images in JPEG, PNGs, and it's a no-no. Install a plugin that helps with the image optimization automatically if you don't want to be bothered with that. All right, tools. Let's see what we have here. So for example, you can import the settings. So if you have settings from someone, for example, for WP Rocket, like settings that have been tested and trialed and they're the perfect settings, you can upload the file here. Yeah, so you can also download the settings from here if you have done already the test and you see that these settings are amazing, you want to give them to someone, whatever you want to do, you can do that from here. And also you have tutorials if you want to see, you know, something that you don't understand, you can watch their tutorials from here. And if you have issues, you can also, as I said, check their documentation. Again, I will leave a link in the description below, but directly to the documentation so you can check it out. Okay, so it seems like the data optimization process is complete. List of optimized items below, revisions optimized. Okay, so let's see, where was it? I think it was here, yes. So they optimize the revisions. Yeah, this is pretty much that. So let's go a little bit over the Using Elementor with WP Rocket page documentation. Again, I will leave a link in the description below. So there are some things that you need to do if there's something not working properly, and you can go over this. So as you know that we're working with a sticky effect in some of our effects. So you, in some cases, as it says here, the load JavaScript deferred feature may break Elementor's sticky effect, preventing elements from staying fixed in the screen while scrolling. So that's an issue. Yeah, that effect will not work. So you can add this in the box in the load JavaScript deferred exclusion, which is, let's see, here. Yeah, so you add it here. So let's go over it. And let's get it, plop it in there. So save changes. And yeah, that's one of the things that you can do. Yeah, so element editor doesn't load, etc., etc. So there are some things here that you need to do. So as you can see, also optimize image loading, lazy loading. If you go to Elementor settings, performance, this should be deactivated. So let's go to Elementor settings and performance then. Elementor, where is it? Elementor settings, performance, and disable, okay, and save. What else is there? I think we are good so far. All right, there has been some improvement, but not really that much as I wanted. So if we go to desktop, okay, but still there's some things that are not really as I like them to be. Of course, the website needs to be optimized itself in the backend better. So as you see, this has improved quite a bit. Total blocking time is in the green now. This was a little higher, which is important. And these ones are still not the best, but we're gonna try to optimize the images even better. As you can see, I have done already some optimizations, but we have received some errors because we have used all the space that we had. So we optimized 40% of our website's images, only 42%. So we need to do more work, but we don't have space. So for that, we need to upgrade. All right, I went in and I have upgraded my Imagify account. And let's see if this is going to help our performance, especially on mobile. All right, so let's analyze again. Yeah, I'm really curious to see if this is going to work. Yes, if it doesn't, there are other issues that we can look at. And as I said, I have probably used too many divs, too many widgets that were completely unnecessary. So yeah, it seems like that actually worked. Let's see on desktop. So desktop is still at 97. It's pretty okay. We're doing okay here. Mobile, it's really good. Yeah, we still have some LCP that we have to work on, but yeah, this is something that we can focus on in the future. But we are in the green, which is perfect. Let me just give it another retest. And fingers crossed that this one does good as well. Let's see. So yeah, all right. Let's hope for an A. Oh yes, this is pretty good. So the LCP here is also high. So basically that is the issue that we have to look at. But overall, I think it's pretty good. And again, there are many things that we can do here. Maybe there are images that we can individually fix, exclude from being loaded or stuff like that. Still needs to be, there needs to be some manual work done. Investigate if you want to achieve that perfect score. But I think this is pretty good. All right, we are in an incognito tab. Let's go and see how fast this website loads now. And okay, I think I'm happy with that. Okay, so it's loading pretty fast. There's something that I don't like, but I think it's something that I did wrong. But yeah, I mean, the idea is that the website is fast enough. Now I have to figure out what I did wrong to fix it, to make it better. Yeah, as I said, it's on us to build good websites, and a plugin is not going to fix your problems. All right, you have to make sure that you build the website correctly. So I recommend that you try it out, but make sure that you also build your website correctly. Yeah, because you can see you have now to go back. I have now to go back and see what I have done here wrong. Yeah, so the takeaway here is that you have to build your website properly to start with. Yeah, as I said, a plugin will not fix your problems. It will actually just help you to, it will just help you to get better, but it's not gonna fix your mistakes. Yeah, so keep that in mind and let me know if you tried WP Rocket, how it worked for you, especially on mobile. How was your score and what issues you encountered? If you have any questions, please drop them in the description below, and thanks for watching.